Whew. Alright, here we go. Maldhar picking Watershed first. And then Hazzy going to Sertal and Terrace. Maldhar with Fez. Going Watershed. Hazzy banned Hyper Random and Lagoon. And they're going to start on the Golden Swamp. They forgot to ban the Golden Swamp. What a... Maldhar banned Golden Lakes. Maybe he thought that was Golden Swamp. Nobody wants to play Hyper Random, Mahito. Nobody wants to play Hyper Random. Persians, you're out. Goths, you're out. Britons, you're out. Berbers, you're out. Ooh, Huns, Gujars, Slavs, Jurchens, Koreans. The Wu-Tang Clan, Aztecs, Tatars, Georgians, Lithuanians, you're out. What's left? What's left? Japanese, you're out. Spanish, you're out. Maldhar bans the Bengalis. Chinese, you're out. What is it gonna do on the Watershed? Saracens, you're out. Celts, you're out. What civs are left? What are they even gonna play? Cumans, you're out. Maldhar bans Japanese first. He knows that Hazzy loves him. That's hilarious. You had one the other day and you couldn't find the base? Yep. Fuck Hyper Random. Forget that shit. Sicilians, you're out. Hazzy is wasting 0 time drafting. Actually, both players are drafting pretty quick. Magyar, Mongol. Obvious. Turks, you're out. Actually, Turks, you're in. Forgot we're done banning, we're picking. You both started with some God Scout. I think I saw that. You guys had like some hero that wouldn't die. It kept chewing through units. That's hilarious. Yeah, forget Hyper Random and all that noise. Hazzy goes with the Vietnamese. Although I do want to bring back an event, the Mega Random Madness. That was pretty cool. We set that up. Basically, each person was for themselves, and you just go random teams every time. You start with a group of 8, group of 16, 2 groups of 8. Hazzy slowing down on this pick. He doesn't know which one to go with. He goes Malians. Take all 30 seconds on that one. Bulgarians. Strong pick. I like that. Magyar sniped, Mongol sniped. So we're not going to see a mirror matchup, but each player gets to draft 7 civs and 1 gets sniped. Hazzy snipes the mags. Maldhar snipes the mongs. Dravidian going pretty late. Kind of like Dravidian more than the Turks. Maldhar must have a plan for the Turks. Byzantines picked by Hazzy. Oh no. Oh no. I guess you do the Byzantines on Watershed. Is that what he's thinking? And Italians. I think Italians on Watershed. Oh, and there's Golden Swamp as well. So they got to think about Watershed and Golden Swamp. So let's keep that in mind. And Maldhar goes the Malay. The Malay. What are we doing? I guess when you got water maps, elephants and ships is that's the new combo. Bohemian strong pick going super late. But I guess if you're going these water maps, I don't know. Waiting for Hazzy to close it out with the Burmese. Whew. Alright, let's get this on full screen. Alright, so Maldhar with the Dravidians, Bulgarians, Turks, Mongols, Malay, and Bohemians. Hazzy with the Magyars, Vietnamese, Malians, Byzantines, Italians, and Burmese. They are starting on Golden Swamp. And so the Swamp, I'm going to go Turks versus Byzantine. I don't know. Turks versus Byzantines, my guess. Alright, so they're still in the lobby. They ain't doing shit yet. Alright, let's get this crap turned off. Let's get it locked in. Whose Civ draft do you like better? I'm thinking I kind of like Maldhar's better. I like having the Dravidians late. Bohemians, you don't even really have to play the Malay. That's just the last pick just because. Because you can go Dravidians on water. Yeah. Dravidians on Watershed is actually pretty dirty. Okay. Yeah, with these water maps, I don't know. Hazzy was kind of talking that smack, saying he got this. I think Hazzy's feeling good about himself. But we'll see. I like the draft for Mald better. So let's get it on. And on the Golden Swamp, we're getting Malay versus Byzantine. So I got one of them right, but damn, Maldhar's about to go with these elephants, these paper mache elephants, and these harbors. Minute 20 till game's done. What do you guys think about Malay Byzantine? Even though it's the Malay, I mean, I don't know. Byzantines, do they have a better navy than Malay? See, here's the thing. I don't know how the Byzantines navy compares to the Malay navy because it's still on the swamp. You're still gonna have ships, but do the elephants and the ships together? Is that a good combo that we're running here? $30 seconds till game time. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'd like to shout out to Tommy somewhere out in the world, the co-caster who doesn't even. Actually, I talked to Tommy the other day. He said he doesn't even have the game installed on his computer anymore. So he's like, "Do I need to install it from a co-cast?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to install it, my man." So hopefully we can get him back in here one day. He said he wants to cast King TE. He said he's over DM. It's too funny. Alright, hit pause. Let's load up Capture Age. I almost want to do a poll in the chat. Does anybody care if I do Capture Age or not? What's up, Otter? it just gets into the game so quick when I don't have to do capture age, because that shit be taking a little bit to load. Oh. But we're on Golden Swamp. On Golden Swamp, and in the blue with the Malay, we have our boy Maldhar. And in the green, we got our boy Hazzy with the Byzantines. Already getting the dock up, getting the villager secured with the quick wall. No vills down for Hazzy, no vills down for Mald. He's going to get these docks up quick. Bang it out. Camels streaming in for the Byzantines, which, I don't know, do you go camel with Byzantine or do you go paladin? But trying to get some vill picks back here. Isn't going for, oh, here we go. Going for the ones building the harbors for the Malay. Zarda says interesting civ choices. I mean, I expected Hazzy to go Byzantine with what his draft looked like, because he needs a water civ for this map, and he needs a water civ for Watershed. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. This was Maldhar's last pick, and he's gonna roll with. I thought he was gonna roll with elephants. We got barracks up first. Now here comes the elephants. We're gonna slug it out over the middle. Golden Swamp. We got gold in the middle. We got wood and stone and stuff on the outside. Each player gets 3 gold in their bases. Here's our first engagement. Both players with a pretty even build-up. We'll see how these elephants trade against the navy here for the Byzantines getting in on the carracks. Yeah, they're going to eat these carracks up. I expect demos to pop out here any second now for these elephants, but Maldhar getting it easily, getting a little push in on his first early engagement here. Cannon galleons out already. I feel like both these players take a little bit to get going. They like to mass up and get a big push first. Maldhar really didn't follow it up too strong. Let's look at the docks. Hazzy with a few more docks compared to Mald so far. Elephants coming in. Cannon galleon's getting some shots. Hazzy going pretty much straight galleon. And we got 33 carracks coming in for the Malay. Do the Malay have like extra bonus with their carracks? What's up with it? It's carrack, cannon galleon. Now here's some fire ships coming in from behind to deal with these galleons. And we got some dromons coming in for the Byzantines. But the dromons lost a lot of their meat shield up front. They ain't really got any more carracks up there to protect. Now the fire ship's getting in. Maldhar getting the early push with the Malay. 100 army to 30 right now. Uh-oh. Hazzy's getting 8 up on the swamp right now. Not sure, but the Biz carracks lack attack, says Otter. Yeah, Hydra. Where's Wrecked at? Wrecked, you gotta be pumped right now. Look at this. Hazzy and the swamp will not be friends this season, says Otter. Oh, Maldhar bringing the slaps with the Malay. Strongest civ in the game, according to Rec. Cannon galleon sniping down the Trebs. Cannon galleon sniping down the front castle for Hazzy. What's Hazzy got behind this right now? Yeah, a couple castles. Not shit. 28 vills. 15 army. Alright, GG coming anytime right now. How long can Hazzy drag it on? Nah, here comes the GG. Game 1. Strong performance from Maldhar. Dare I say, with the collapse. All right. Maldhar. Give him the point. Give him the point. Maldhar goes up 1. I guess it's not going to be easy claps here today, Hazzy. Malay with the dub. The last pick for Maldhar. Over. Not necessarily a big pick for Hazzy, though. Byzantines were fairly late. I guess we're saving Italians for Watershed or maybe Burmese. I don't know. Let's see where we at with it. On Sertao. All right. And so we're going to be on Sertao. I'm guessing you go here with the Mongols if you're Maldhar. Either Sertao or Fez. Yeah, I don't know what Maldhar is going to use the Mongols for. I'm going to go Mongols versus, I don't know, Malians? I don't know on this one. I really don't know what Hazzy's going to do. I kind of like Maldhar Civs way better. Yeah, I feel like Magyar is going to play on Fez, so I don't see Hazzy doing that now. He might go Vietnamese on Sertao. Let's say that. Let's say Mongol versus Vietnamese. Oh, they're still loading up. Yeah, Fez, Watershed, Sertao, Terrace. See, I feel like you use Magyar for either Fez or Terrace. And then, I don't know, you could use Malian for Fez as well. They're pretty good on Fez, I think. You can move the camels and the Geppettos pretty quickly, and then you have Siege Onager if you really need to slug it out with somebody. Yeah, I don't know where else you can play Mongol either. I don't want to play them on Terrace, and I really don't want to. I mean, they're okay on Fez, I think. You just need to lock down your wood. But I wouldn't want to play them on Fez either. I feel like you have to play Mongol here. Alright, looks like they're ready for the next game. Zardos going with Malians and Turks. Yeah, I was going to say, if Maldhar wants to keep the Mongols in his back pocket, he might want to play a power civ so early after getting a win. Maybe. It's like, hey, I got a win right now. I don't necessarily need to pull out my power civ, but as Tweppy said, where else are you going to play the Mongols? I don't know. Alright, they're in the game. On Sertao. Bohemians Burmese. Screw everybody. You're all stupid. You're all a bunch of dummies. You have no idea. None of you. Nobody knows anything about this game. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows a thing. Alright, I just gotta get, like, this silent time doesn't cut it. We gotta get the music going again. Just something. I feel like I should have the music going the whole time. I don't know. Maybe not the whole time. You can hardly hear it. Can you even hear the music? There's nowhere else to play the Mongols, those artists. There's nowhere else to play him. Bohemians Burmese on Sertao. All right, capture is getting loaded up. Slow down. All right, game 2. Maldhar up 1-0 in the blue with the Burmese. Hazzy with the noob scout hitting on the house rather than hitting on a villager. And neither player gets a vill kill. Hazzy starting racks. Maldhar starting racks, of course, with the Bohemians. He also has some ranges going up with the front castle. Just one castle right now, though. I like to go on ranges over the boxcar. Champions streaming in. See if they can get a couple Vill picks here. Yeah, Maldhar expecting to see elephants first, so elects to go Haub. But Hazzy opens racks and goes barracks first. And goes champions first. And that's exactly what Tweppy called out. Champs into L's, baby. Champs into L's. So Hazzy's going to surround this hole. Champs coming in. About to eat up on these boxcar. Hazzy bringing the fight early underneath the castle fire. Decides to start looping around the base instead. Stop expansion to the west and to the south. Hazzy coming in with reinforcements to the north. See if he can deny these castles moving forward. These are pretty far forward castles for Maldhar. Pretty easy for Hazzy to access. Elects not to go for the other castle and stays away and decides to file troops up here in the east part of the map where he already has a siege workshop up. And Maldhar is going to continue to castle forward and loses it to the bombard cannon shot. Bang! Manish on the beat, shabang! Front castle goes down for Maldhar. So Maldhar's castle push stops, and now we just got elephants and champions strolling in. Treb coming up for the Burmese for Hazzy. Champions cleaning these houses up. Boxcar just aren't doing the damage. We got some hand cannons in the mix from the ranges. Ended up with 5 ranges. He had trying to get his cannons out, but elephants and champions are wrecking the party for the Hunifsa. Elephants coming in the front. Oh no, we got 100 to 50 armies, so twice as much. Things are snowballing right now. Trebs are knocking down this front castle. Bombard cannon coming in. We got more champs and more elephants on standby. The western front. And Hazzy bringing the base with the Burmese to tie up the series. Knot it up. Hey, we got ourselves a series, boys. 1-1. Tweppy called it. Way to coach him up, Tweppy. All right. Hazzy with the equalizer. So that was Sertao. Bang for Hazzy. Bohemians, you dead. Burmese, you win. Excellent execution. Tweppy pretty much called it right off the bat. Champs into elephants. Hazzy took the left part of Maldhar's base. He took the right side of Maldhar's base. Maldhar was trying to build the cannons, but the elephants and the champions are already in there denying that. So basically, Hazzy just went with the surround and then the hard push with the trebs to knock out the front castle and got the early GG. Tweppy goes, next lesson, how to lose 3-2 under a variety of circumstances. We'll see. Hopefully your boy Hazzy can continue to fight back for you. Alright, so are they in the next game already? They're in the next game already. They're on Watershed. Alright, let's see. Watershed. I'm going to go with Italians versus the Dravidians. Italians, Dravidians is my guess. I don't know. What y'all think? All right. 14 seconds to start, so plenty of time to spare. Oh, and I nailed it. Dravidians versus Italians. Let's get it. Ooh, who do you guys like, the Dravidians or the Italians in this matchup? Alright, so this is Watershed with the big, literally body of water. Like, here's the body of water, and then, like, here's the arms, and then here's the head. Lucky Carm says easy Civ win. I'm guessing for the Dravidians. That's your Civ, right, Lucky? Alright. Scouts coming in. Hazzy already getting docked up with the walls, so he's safe. Kondo coming to protect. Let's see if Maldhar can get a pick. Nah, he's safe. What about Hazzy? Hazzy's doing any damage? Nope. No early damage. Both got noob scouts. Can't get anything done. Thirst Die already making it onto the field. Hazzy going racks with the Italians to start. Got a couple castles going up in his base. Getting some ranges as well. I guess he's going skirm right off the bat too. Kondo's coming in for the early rush. Able to get a villager. Baltic's getting another one. Maldhar still locked up in the TC. 2 vills down. Kondo streaming in. Thirsted Eye taking the field though, and Hazzy doesn't quite have the ships popping out yet. I guess he's not worried about water as much as he is his land right now. And Hazzy getting the early rush down on Maldhar. 2 more vill kills that deny the castle. Maldhar worried about the ocean right now. He needs to worry about the land for a second. Maldhar still got 2 villagers tied up in the town center. Now he spits them out. Finally get him on this castle. He had the quick walls down, just didn't have the backside protected. Alright, hand cannons now moving forward, dealing with the infantry for the Dravidians. And we just got a bunch of dinky demos up here for the Italians. I guess Hazzy forgot they don't get the super demos. So fire ships coming in on the Thirsted Eye. Thirsted Eye just shred that shit. Demos coming in, get a couple dinky shots. I think the Thirsted Eye just shake them off. Keller sees you need to kill Dravidian early on water or else you're dead. That's kind of what it looks like. I mean, these water maps, You got to control the water, period. So I don't know what Hazzy's going to do about this Thirst Eye mass of 30 right now. Plus he has about 6 Carracks mixed in here with this as well. up here blocking for the Thirsted Eye. And so Maldhar is like through the armpit right now. If he can get all the way out to the fingers, I don't know what Hazzy's going to do about getting access to the south side of the map. Cannon Galleons mixed in there as well. So Hazzy loses all of his docks and pretty much going with a land push. So this is where the action's at. Bombard Cannon and Trebs coming in. Denying anything here in the south as well. Not a whole lot of Trebs. I don't know what Hazzy expects to do here. I mean, he's going to need more Trebs. He's going to push this, but is he just going to run in with condos across here? Like, what's... I mean, he's got this land army, but ain't doing nothing. Hazzy said, screw water. I'm just going to go kill. Bombard Cannon gets knocked down. Hazzy looking away. He's only got a couple out here. Yeah, Maldhar's got nothing on land. He's got this little dinky army. We've got champions. But that's not going to be able to deal with all this. Bunch of cannon galleons. 15. Hazzy knocking on the front door, getting the third Treb out. Maldhar really can't do anything on land right now. I mean, we got about 60 hand cannons waiting in the cut right now. Gonna try to engage with these ships and then say nada. Castle goes down for Maldhar. Hazzy out of gold right now and doesn't have a whole lot of room to expand. Can't build buildings here. Now finally clearing up the ships out here with some Hussar. Maldhar finally able to mass up about 20 Elephant Archers along with about 37 champs right now. He probably has enough to... I don't know. I don't know how well these Genoese bowmen trade with the Elephant Archers. Looks like another castle is probably going to go down for Maldhar. More Hussar clearing up the ships here in the south. They still just can't get enough to knock them all down, though. And Hazzy was able to escape with some villagers and some bowmen to finally get something down here in the south. Losing a lot of hand cannon to the Thirsted Eye. Castle finally goes down. Maldhar finally massed up enough units to be able to take this army on. Maldhar expanding nicely. 8 TCs in view. Plenty more gold to get after as well. Still not enough Hussar to deal with these stupid ships. Yeah. Lucky Carm says, Hazzy trying to figure out what kills Thirsted Eye 1 unit at a time. No kidding. And here's an army from Maldhar. Sitting on 90 army to Hazzy's at 70. Both players around the 100 mark for villagers. So Hazzy needs to build a couple more houses. Housed at 190 right now. Both players looking to get gold. Bombard Cannon versus Cannon Galleon. I favor the Cannon Galleon. But Hazzy getting some sneaky shots. Killing Therisidai 1 unit at a time. Man, that's just Dravidian's whole MO. Ignorama kills him. What's Ignorama? Ignoramus? Alright, both players. I mean, this is a pillow fight for the most part. Maldhar's just been massing up back here, trying to wait for a moment to strike. Has a Treb out and has an army to push. Hussars stream in, but really aren't going to be able to reach the ships. And we got a campy camp fest watershed battle, Division 1 tarnished deathmatch. Maldhar striking back. As Lucky Carms called it earlier, easy civ win. I don't know if Hazzy has the mass to be able to deal with these elephant archers right now. Maldhar's sending them. Hand cannons pop out. Gonna be able to chew through these champions. Don't know how well they're gonna trade against these elephant archers though. Classic. Yeah, these are vintage classic Maldhar and Hazzy strategies right here. Maldhar sent behind his castles, massing up, buying as much time as he can. And Hazzy with the freaking massive garrison dump right as the castle's going down. And now these damn ships are still going to be annoying Hazzy as his army crosses the middle. Excellent job by Maldhar being heads up to get some shots in. But he's going to lose a cannon galleon right there to these Hussar. Hussar fighting like dogs trying to get these ships down. And Hazzy's chipping away. He's took like 3 or 4 of them down. Yeah, Hazzy can redock way over here if he wanted to. I mean, these ships are kind of looking around, but not really. We got a slugfest now. After this long pillow fight, we finally got a slugfest going on in the middle. Onager shots coming up on the bowman. Hussar streaming in, but this is not enough army for the Italians. Siege elephant strolling across the field. Trebs following it up as well. Lucky Carm says, doesn't he die on land if he tries to win back water? I mean, you can kind of do both at the same time. Maybe you don't have the resources for it, but like, you can redock to at least start getting some food eco going. I guess Hazzy has 57 farms right now. I mean, his farms are cooking. He doesn't have a whole... I mean, he's got 30 on wood. I mean, Hazzy's doing alright right now. He's just going to continue to Hussar spam as much as he can. Hussar streaming in, trying to snipe some of these Trebs. Maldhar immediately jumps on the gold in the middle. Not wasting any time for that. Even though Mald's got plenty of gold on other parts of his base. It's about 50-50 army right now. 50-50 vills. But the more that these elephant archers go down, the harder they are going to be to replace for Maldhar. He does have 20 on gold right now, and immediately, I love how he immediately jumped on this front gold. He might lose all these villagers now, though. Uh-oh. Maybe that wasn't such a great play. Not quite secure yet. That's right, both players a little overboom with 120 vills. Now down to 110. Probably better for this mid stage of the game. Hazzy with the non-stop Hussar and Genoese Bowman behind it, but Maldhar's sitting on 80 army to Hazzy's 50 right now. But no one really has clear map control. I mean, Maldhar's still sitting with all these ships in the cut, not really doing a whole lot. I think he's realizing he can probably rain some havoc now that Hazzy has more eco and more stuff out here. Hazzy decides to pull his whole army to come deal with these ships now. Maybe. The bowmen are definitely back, and the elephant archers and the Halb army is still marching forward. And Thristidae decide to run away out of the corner of the map. Not dealing with these Hussar anymore. Here's the main fight. Maldhar sitting on 26 elephant archers right now. Trying to castle this gold finally. Hussars decide just to go raid and say screw fighting. Not a whole lot of eco up here to raid though. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of value. No trebs on the main fight, but we do see some siege elephants rolling in. And I think Maldhar's going to lose a lot of these elephants, so he's going to pull back. He's got champions in the mix now, too. I think he needs to get his whole army together before he sends everything in. How's he going to be able to get the Hussar in to deny the castle? And this gold's still up for grabs. Hazzy already trebbing it down, and we have a stalemate on Watershed. Time to put the music back on. Alright, both players kind of sitting on their respective hill right now. Each with a pretty solid villager count, each with a decent army count, but neither have enough to really overtake the other. We're still doing Hussar and Thristidae fights here in the south. And with all this wood access now, I would imagine knowing Hazzy, he's going to drag this game out as long as he possibly can. Maldhar with a 2-to-1 KD, obviously with the Dravidians. A lot stronger units, harder to take down, so more bang for your buck. Maldhar getting into the belly again of the Italians, pushing them back. Siege elephant right on top of the Genoese bowman. Hazzy got about 26 bowmen left, but the siege elephants are going to get on the castle. And the bowmen go up into the castle and garrisons. And Maldhar doing what he can with these three. Hussar coming to help fight and push. Beaten back by Hazzy again. Back to our respective hills where we sit and have our stalemate. Hazzy said, screw the Navy. I'm just going Hussar and beating them back. Hazzy's just like, I'm going with the cheaper Civ in the tight window. Alright, Hazzy pushing Maldhar back, getting them behind this gold pile right here. See if Hazzy can take him off the gold pile. Skirm coming in. Which, at this point, you might as well go skirm against these archers. Maldhar's sitting on about 1,000 gold. I know he had a gold pile over here that he's soaking up. And I don't see the gold over here anymore. And so, Hazzy still has this gold pile in the south. Still mining this one. And we have a full-on trash war of Hussar and skirm and Halb. We have the trifecta of trash going on right now. What a pure Hazzy game. Hazzy still sitting on 2K gold, running low on wood. Has 73 farms for his Hussar. And we're literally going to watch Hazzy try to Hussar somebody to death. The trifecta trash. Only on Watershed. Yeah, they're just literally walking up and down from hill to hill. La da di da da di da. The Italians just don't have, like, I guess the surprising thing about the Italians pick is that if you're not going to go water at all with the Italians, do you think you're going to win on land? I feel like the Dravidians have to eventually win this on land. Maldhar's gold up to 1,700 right now. Hazzy still sitting on 2K. Maldhar's eco's looking good right now. Hazzy still struggling on wood. He's got the gold to make more bowmen, just not more wood. Electing to go hand cannons right now because he's got more food. Would you rather go hand cannons or bowmen against these elephant archers? Light Cav. Oh, we got Light Cav out of this trash war. Let's get it, baby. Light Cav streaming to the south. Where you going? You gonna disrupt this down here? Elephant archers retreating. Hussars trying to get shots in on the body. Both players storing up as much gold as they can, apparently. Maldhar doing so much better with wood and food, though. How'd the Light Cavs raids do? They didn't do shit. Didn't do a damn thing. Trash war. You know what? I'm calling it right now. Since this is a trash game, Hazzy's going to win the trash war. Easy to bank res when your main army is immortal. I don't really like the Dravidians in this trash war if they don't got Hussar. I feel like Hussars are king of the trash war, Lucky Carms. But Elephant Archers are pushing Hazzy back. But no Trebs. We got resources for Trebs. Hazzy or Maldhar isn't trusted yet. Move forward, pull back. Move forward, pull back. What's the range on these compared to the bowman? 4 plus 3, so they're even range. Is that the last ship? The last ship finally go down for the Dravidians? Alright, this is no longer a navy fight. Hussar streaming from all over the map. Maldhar sitting with a slightly larger army at 90 right now. Both players banked with res. Halb's in here to get in on these Hussar. And these elephant archers are just too much. Where are the Trebs? Where the Trebs bound? Where's the Trebs? You got them pushed. 90 army to 60. He's out of wood. He's out of food. He can't make enough Hussar. We have a skirm raid going on. Classic trash war. Yes, Cav Archer are good in post-gold games. Otter says, is Thoristodai the main army? Was the main army for a while. We're on land. Maldhar won the water, so we don't need that anymore. And Hazzy's just going non-stop Hussar spam. And it's just going to continue to die. The KD is 1,000 to 700 right now for the Dravidians. Hussar is going to be, by and large, the most made unit by Hazzy this game. Or both players. And still yet to see any Trebs moving forward. We got something going on over here. Here's how we get some raids going. So Trebs are out for Hazzy before they're out for Maldhar. And he's going to treb the Elephant Archers, and Maldhar is going to retreat once again back to his hill. Skirm's moving forward. We got monks out. Hussar streaming in. Hazzy always finds a way to raid. Yes, he does. I mean, we do have plenty of castles for the rest of the eco, but this one's definitely unprotected. So yeah, Maldhar does a good job reacting, sees everything going on, saves all his villagers, but there's going to be non-stop Hussar. And Maldhar's making, what's this unit for the Dravidian? The Arumi Swordsman? The Arumi. Is it the Arumi or the Arumi? I'm going to go with the Arumi. The Arumi Swordsman with their little, like, whips. They got whips instead of swords. Still got the main fight going on. The trash war going on up front. This is more exciting down here. And I think Maldhar's just going to shut all this down. Maldhar's doing a good job of shutting everything down, but just never bringing Trebs forward when he has a chance to push. And as soon as he retreats, like, Hazzy's immediately closes the space. We got Dravidian Light Cav running into Genoese Bowman. That's not a good idea. They already get outmatched by the Hussar. Hazzy with 2-1 relics, he'll win in 5 hours. Yep, that's about right. Game paused. 54 minutes in game time right now. Yeah, Hazzy's winning the water. All right, they're back at it. Whippy swords. The whippy swords are shredding right now. The whips be like, tap that ass. Bam! Hazzy finally winning on land. Now that Maldhar's committed so much down here, he can't have enough army up here. I mean, both players are pretty much... Well, Hazzy's only sitting on 170 pop right now, but he has a larger army up here knocking on the front door of this castle. Maldhar does have 20 elephant archers garrisoned in the castle, though, which I don't know how you fit 20 elephants in a castle. That seems like a stretch. Maldhar just can't get enough to stop this front castle from going down, and Hazzy's going to continue to push. Kills all the whippy swords, kill off all the stables here in the south. And so now the Hussar raids are streaming. And decide to attack the farm instead of the villagers. And you're going to get whippy down by the whippy swords. Smack! Take that. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Castle does go down from Maldhar. Now getting pushed by the bowmen. We got 28 elephant archers to... Oh, he's garrisoned a bunch of bowmen. Ooh, we got the dancing. Oh, we're dancing on them. We're dancing. Stack patrol. Stand ground patrol. Yeah, Maldhar just doesn't attack. I think in this game, he just needed some more killer instinct. He had moments where he could have knocked down some castles and opened up some lanes for some Dravidian light cavalry, but it's got all the whippy swordsmen up here now. Hazzy still with 20 bowmen garrisoned, so we got 4 siege rams coming in now. All the Arumi swordsmen are going down. Skirmishers trying to bring the fight to the bowmen, but Hussar streaming in to deal with them now. All the bowmen finally pop out of the castle, and Hazzy's gonna defend it. So after all that time, Maldhar finally builds up enough force to put up a siege and immediately gets shut down. Hazzy's back to pushing. Hussar in on the skirmishers. Hazzy with the micro. But losing a lot of his bowmen, actually. He's down to 8, 7. Hazzy doesn't really have enough gold in the bank to replace all these bowmen, but no, he's going to get some in the castle still. Still sitting on 35. Both players, I think, officially out of gold. Hazzy with 2 relics, Maldhar with 1. And this game's going to go on for another 17 hours. Let's go to live time. I think it says live. No. Ooh, a little faster. Here's Maldhar's eco. Here's Hazzy's. Hazzy with a lot less wood. Hazzy still electing not to attack with his full army, keeping a bunch in the castle. Got a repairman though. Getting the castle back into tip-top shape. Batten down the hatches. Hazzy sitting on 87 farms. Continuing to stream in Hussar. Raid. Both players sitting on about 110, 115 villagers. I mean, Maldhar's going to lose some, but I think he's going to be alright. Maldhar's got 0 gold left, and so once he loses these elephant archers, they are gone for good. But here comes the siege elephants for one more push. And decides to back off again. Hazzy now trying to looking to get a castle forward, decides against it. Goes over here now. Alright. So Hazzy already thinking about getting at least, some security on these wood lines over here. Hazzy with not much left back here. Maldhar still got tons of wood. Trash war. I don't know how to do a meme of a trash war. I just know that there needs to be a meme of a trash war. Thank you, Otter. Hazzy gets the next castle down and has an army of Hussar. Both players sitting at about 80 army right now, 100 villagers. And with Hazzy only having Hussar, I feel like you can just go into that, can't you? Maldhar with 26 elephant archers left. Hazzy with roughly 35 Genoese bowmen left. And we are back to the stalemate on Watershed. Yeah, Maldhar can't make anything to kill castles. And I don't know how Hazzy's going to be able to get to this area to be able to raid to end this shit. It's literally about the wood. More Hussar raids. Maldhar down to 90 villagers, but still popped out. Tons of wood and food. Hazzy's struggling on food. I mean, he keeps continuing to pump out Hussar, and so he spends it as soon as he gets it. But Maldhar's got food and wood for days. His people eating good. Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, elephant's going down. Castle moving forward for Hazzy. He's got a ton of stone in the bank. And he is securing all the wood lines that he possibly can right now. Skirmishers getting shots here on the Genoese bowman. And Hazzy inches a step closer. Hour 20-minute game time right now. The battle for Game 3. You are watching Tarnished Deathmatch. Hazzy versus Maldhar. Dravidians versus Italians on the map Watershed. This is the most campy map in the whole entire set. And it is proven so on this trash war that we have versus the Dravidians and Italians. And why do I call it a trash war? Well, because they're playing trash units, such as the Hussar. We're going to go raid again, and Maldhar was down to 90 vills. Now he's back up to 100, and maybe this raid will kill a couple, maybe 2 or 3. Hazzy's next venture securing this wood line. We got one Treb out for Maldhar. And there's only 3 relics on this map, so Hazzy's got a lead 2-1. He's going to continue to get gold at a faster pace. Biggest weakness in the Dravidian tech tree, no crop rotation. I forget, what does crop rotation do? I don't even remember. The most campy players in the whole league. Yeah, these are the biggest campers. This is Camp Anawana right here. And we're gonna watch Hazzy Treb one building at a time. Halb's coming in to do work on the Hussar here. Most of the Genoese bowmen locked up in the castle still. Maldhar kind of making this final last push out here. I mean, he's got to do what he can to kill this Treb. He's got no other unit to kill the Treb, and the Genoese bowmen pop out to snipe some more. Maldhar's down to 21 elephant archers. Down to 40 army. Hazzy with 70 army. And Maldhar is just not producing, not getting enough halbs out. He doesn't have enough barracks. He only has 4. So not enough halb to match the Hussar number. Jeridian Light Cav getting produced and pumped out. Maldhar finally taking a hit to his food bank. He's down to 4,000, which is still good. But he was up over 10k at one point. Final wood lines getting destroyed here. He's got a couple more wood lines over here, but Hazzy with the nice raids. And just inch by inch, Hazzy is just squeezing Maldhar like a bone constrictor right now. I mean, Maldhar can't move out anywhere. He's got similar army numbers again. It's about 90 to 70. Again, mostly Hussar for Hazzy. More raids coming in on the wood line, just denying the wood as much as he can. But Maldhar's sitting on 17k wood right now, so more raids coming in the back door. Villagers getting scooped up. Maldhar sitting on 129 villagers now. He's got even more villagers than he did before. Villagers locked up in the town center. One big wood line still left for Hazzy. Neither player can put out the finishing blow. The monastery's under attack. Oh, the monastery's under attack. The monastery. The relic's out. So no more gold for Maldhar now until he rebuilds that. Oh, he's rebuilding it right now. But then he doesn't have enough to build a monk, so he's going to market it. And Hazzy just kind of forces the castle to be involved in the fight. And the Hussar just pushing back. 17 Elephant Archer left for Maldhar. What an abysmal civ. Which one? Both of these civs look abysmal right now. Treb's coming out for Hazzy, knocking on this castle. Maldhar with only about 50 army right now to Hazzy's 87. Maldhar finally running low on food. He's got 65 farmers, but he's at the bottom of the barrel on food now. Gonna lose this castle. No more stone. Hazzy still has 16k or 1600 stone in the bank if he wants to castle forward yet again. Genoese bowmen pop out, snipe some of the elephant archers. Elephant archers going down. Down to 10 elephant archers. Alright, GG's got to be coming for Dravidians here any second now. There's just nothing that Maldhar can do to push back at this point. He's got 84 gold that he's stuck on. His monk's got the relic. He's got to get it into the monastery. But, yeah, Hussar versus Light Cav, that's tough. Treb's rolling forward for Hazzy. Trying to get a counter raid over here. Hazzy with the quick walls. Not in time, though. And Light Cav go down for the Dravidians. Maldhar is still sitting at 50 army right now. He's kind of stuck on that number. Hazzy's popped out with 87 army. Mostly Hussar. Yeah, Maldhar, I don't know how to say it, man. You dead, bro. I mean, they're both still kind of alive because there's so much wood. But jeez Louise. I know he's got more army coming out now. Has he ungarrisons the Genoese bowman to knock back the Light Cav and the House from rolling in? Maldhar's got nothing to take down this castle, so Hazzy can continue to just garrison his units and spam Hussar and let the castle do all the work. Maldhar with 100, he has 96 villagers on food now. Oh, you not dead, bro. Nah, Mal, you dead, bro. I don't see how Maldhar can win this at all. I mean, he's got wood here still. This wood's about to be soaked up. Both players sitting on about 11k. Maldhar's out of wood over here now. And we got Hussar versus Light Cav. The power battle of the century. Alright, is that the GG yet? Oh, the Light Cav come out on top. We're sleeping on the Light Cav. Hazzy still with 80 army to Maldhar 60. Now he's just trebbing down the stables. He's not even going for the castles anymore. It's just the stables. Quit producing the stupid fucking Light Cav. Trash war, it's a trash war, it's a trash war. Yeah, stack patrols allowed. Ooh, cleared it up that time. But the Treb gets sniped. Maldhar sitting on 40 army now to Hazzy's 80. Hazzy's got enough for another Treb. He's just gonna Hussar down the stables. Pure will. Hazzy still has 3K food in the bank. Maldhar's up over 1,000 with 100 people. He has all of his villagers farming. I guess there's some idols, but every villager is farming. There is no more wood to be had. Hazzy still with 12K in the bank to Maldhar's 9,600. More trash wars. I feel like, I guess Maldhar still has a bunch of castles down over here. So you can't really just go raid. Yeah, there's going to be a Woodwinds artist. And I don't know what Maldhar's plan to win this game is. I guess he's banking on the fact that he has more wood. I think Maldhar thinks that he has more wood than Hazzy. Here come the elephant archers back on the field. Yep, KD, you're right. With the elephant archer mask on, it's pretty much GG. And Lucky Carm said it was an easy Civ win. Maldhar down to 20 army now. Still getting pushed back. Hazzy still sitting on about 33 Genoese bowmen. Still trying to kill these last stables. Stack patrolling all day. We are at 1:50, 1 hour and 50 minutes game time. I don't know if the GG hasn't been called by now. I don't know when he's going to call it. I mean, he's at the edge. He's at the edge of the map. But fighting to the last tooth and bone. Both sitting on about 70, 80 army right now. He's going to run out of wood here soon, though. Well, when I say soon, I mean another hour. It's a trash war on Watershed. It's a trash war on Watershed. Ooh, Maldhar trying to go for the surround on the bowman. If it would have been Paladin, maybe it would have worked better, but Hazzy still has 31 bowmen. And I feel the GG any second now. Yeah, There's nothing else to say at this point. This is a trash war on watershed. Trash war. We got 4K wood left for the Druidians. Almost at 2 hours of game time played. Yeah, this is where I need Tommy to tell me some random story about his most recent date or his most recent interaction with Hamza. Alright, Light Cav making a maneuver now. I don't know where they think they're going. But they're going to try to go around and get their own raids going. Maldhar with more food in the bank now, but I don't know what Hazzy's going to do about this right now. Hazzy's pulling his villagers from all over the map. I don't know if Hazzy can really afford it too much right now, though. Maldhar has a lot more castles actually in his eco. Hazzy put all his castles forward. But Hazzy does have 190 some Hussar queued, so... Silly Hazzy, you don't patrol stack onto farms. Alright, now the Light Cav are going to die to the castle fire. They're going to come in and get some more Vil picks, and so... Back to the main fight. We got a Treb on the castle. Light Cav going to come in and snipe the Treb. Some of the Genoese bowmen are going to go down. It's down to 20 Genoese bowmen now. Actually, no, 20 plus. It's got about 30. Almost 30. 28 maybe. Both players sitting at about 90 villagers now after the Hussar trades. Hussar Light Cav trade. Yeah, I think the patrol stack only really is good with the Lancers. I don't really see it good with any other unit. Maldhar down to 3k wood. And another castle is going to go down for the Dravidians. Maldhar doing what he can to try to get in and snipe this last Treb, but can't get to it. And is that enough for a GG? No. Two hours and 3 minutes of game time played. Maldhar down to 50 villagers now. Down to 100 pop. Hazzy maxed out. And I think you dead, bro. Hazzy electing to use his Treb to take out the production buildings. Hazzy, build some more Trebs. Let's get it going. There's the patrol stack kind of working. But again, it is Light Cav against Hussar. So, I don't know. Bell rung. We're bell ringing. All the villagers on hold. No more food. We got about 9 light cav in the queue. 160 Hussar for Hazzy. Any minute now. Another castle forward for Hazzy. Knocking on the next castle. Maldhar down to 40 army. Hazzy up to 100. Maldhar at 60 some villagers. Hussar coming in to snipe some more. And I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Yeah, I think Maldhar, he did have good reserves with wood, but just not quite enough. Hazzy takes down the decisive game 3. Yeah, Maldhar had tons of wood in the bank. It's just that Hazzy had more. He was able to get more of the wood lines. The crop rotation helps with the food a lot better. Yeah, congrats to Hazzy on that one. Whew, what a game. Hazzy goes up 2-1. Not sure. They're probably taking a break after that one. Let's take a look to see if they're in the lobby. All right, they're in the lobby, and the next one is Fez. And so that was Watershed. Maldhar lost on Watershed. We had the Dravidians with the loss, and getting a win with the Italians is Hazzy. So Hazzy's pretty much played the bottom of his draft so far. Byzantines, Italians, Burmese. Now he's got Magyar, Vietnamese, and Malians left. Maldhar still has Mongols left. And so we're going to be on Fez. I'm guessing Hazzy goes Magyar. And I'm guessing Maldhar goes Mongol. Yeah, if they're going to Fez, I'm guessing Magyar versus Mongol. Yeah, KD says that the water is really good to control on Watershed, but it's not the entire game. Yeah, I think so too. That's what Hazzy just proved right there. Maldhar had the good water control early. I kind of forgot about that part. The game went on so long. Hazzy just said screw the water and went right around it and was able to control the game. And Maldhar had early opportunities to push when he had his Elephant Archer mass up. But once it went to a wood game and it was just Hussar spam versus Light Cav spam, I mean, that was pretty much it. All right, they are in the game on Fez. And I got it right, baby. Mongols versus the Magyars. Minute till game time. Yeah, Maldhar had a good amount of wood reserve, but so did Hazzy. And I think Maldhar had an early jump with his eco as well. I feel like he built out his eco and had the castles up and protected it early. It's just he never really was aggressive enough to push Hazzy back and actually start taking down his castles and pushing into Hazzy's base. I mean, I feel like with the Dravidians, you have to steamroll civs like Italians, but yeah, he had most of his army tied up on water in the early part of the game, and then when it was time to push, he just didn't have enough to bring the Trebs with them and actually, start knocking down some castles and pushing into Hazzy's base. But let's get this switched over. And go into game 4. Mongols versus the Magyars on Fez. Katie says the Magyars should dismantle the Mongols. I don't know how this matchup's gonna go. I think the Magyars are gonna use their speed to get early map control. But I think Mongols can be good on Fez as well. Like, you could just have to bring your whole army with you, but their army's pretty quick with the fast siege. Like, it's not like other siege. The siege can be anywhere. Just go Scorp Hussar versus Mongol. Easy win. I feel like Scorp Hussar would get stomped. Alright. Ooh, we're going to get an early Vil here. Down goes a Vil for Hazzy. 2 Vils for Hazzy, actually. Welcome to Tarnished Deathmatch Season 7. Hazzy in the green. Maldhar in the blue. We got a bunch of stables coming up for the Mongols. That's 9 stables for the Mongols. Interesting. And Hazzy says, I'm going barracks first with some ranges. Here comes the camels streaming in for the Mongols here for Maldhar. Hazzy also with some paladin forward trying to get some snipes on some of these Vils. Castle already up for Maldhar. Both players focused on the middle push for right now. Maldhar is kind of streaming in camels one at a time right now. And Hazzy's going to move forward into all these camels. I feel like my problem every time I play the Mongols is I always over camel. And I wonder if Maldhar is getting into the same trap as well. Tons of siege workshops up though. Got 31 onagers in the queue. No more camel being pumped out. He built a lot of stables to not really produce that many camel. Maldhar trying to block the castle up here on the west part of the map. Cav Archer go down to the Ani shots. Majority of Hazzy's army is streaming in, but now headed to the west part of the map. Harassment here on the north side of the map, but Hazzy already with the castle up that shoots down. Alright, now that the Mongols have this, masked up right here. Let's see what the Magyar can do. Ani shots coming in. Mongol push back to their side of the map. Tons of paladin over here in the cut. Hazzy doing a good job of keeping Mongol contained, but not engaging directly with these Ani shots. 140 army to 112 with the Magyar. Here's the Magyar Hussar entering the fight. Let's Maldhar lining up some money shots here. Bang! Get some on those Cav Archer. Boom! Get some on the Magyar Hussar. They're diving. Paladins are diving. Let's see how many Maldhar can save. He saves most of them. It's down to 13 onagers. He's got more here in the reserve. Both players expanding onto the gold. Hussar raid coming into the east part of the base. I would send to go back. And I don't mind Mongols on this map. The onagers move quickly. The army moves quickly. They're slow out the gate, but I think on Fez, you don't need a super fast map because it's far apart. You're not going to get rushed down. I feel like Mongol, since they're not going to get rushed down, once you have this going on, I think Maldhar is going to be able to own the gold over here. I don't think Magyar are going to be able to fight this head on. Unless you get more Magyar Hussar over here. Ani shots coming in. Paladin rolling in. Maldhar trying to get some shots on the Paladin. Paladin don't really take any down, then start getting hits on the Cav Archer. 17 onagers still intact. Magyar Hussar coming in from the side. This is what you really got to worry about with the mass of the Magyar Hussar. There wasn't that many Paladin that came in. Hazzy sitting on 150 army right now. Already going raised in south. 1 TC and 1 castle up in the east for the Mongols. Hazzy with the castle up. How far is a castle up back here? Magyar Hussar streaming, and Maldhar protects. Hussar raids are. Where did those Hussar come from? Holy moly. More Magyar Hussar streaming in. Ooh, Magyar Hussar from the back. Can he get the reach around move? Onager's going down. Onager's going down. Alright, Hazzy's got 35 on farms right now. We need to get those numbers up to about 70 or so. Has the town center expansion. Blocking the relics and the stone. Yeah, Hazzy is in some trouble. But as long as he can keep streaming in more Hussar, he'll eventually get these onagers. It's just, can he hold the position and get any of this gold? Because Hazzy's out of gold. Maldhar's still sitting on about 1,300. And still sitting on 10 onagers, which is a good number. Castle goes down for Hazzy. Takes another one on the chin from the Anis. Trebs left to die for Maldhar, and this gets pushed back. Hazzy immediately throws down a castle to secure the gold. And both players can access gold. Now, Maldhar's got 3 racks of gold right now, so he's all on it. And he's eventually going to move up to this 4th one as well. So Maldhar's sitting on 4, about to be sitting on 4 stacks of gold next to Hazzy's 2. Maldhar with 125 Vils. Ani shots his own camels, but does get the Hussar as well. It's kind of like that scene in Braveheart where he's just like, "Aren't we gonna hit our units?" He's like, "Well, we'll hit theirs too." Longshanks, remember that? Come on. Hazzy's army of 98 to Mald's army of 70. We've got these Anis to deal with. Oh, down goes an Ani. Hazzy going for something here on the other side of the base. Hazzy up to 60 farmers now. One wood chopper. Yeah, just like KD said, if Hazzy loses all this gold over here, he's definitely in trouble. Like, you can get away with Magyar not having a whole lot of resources, but I mean, there's limits to that. Maldhar keeps just chipping away at Hazzy's Cav Archer army as well, down to 30 Cav Archers. 5 Anis left. Treb's coming up. Can Maldhar push Hazzy off of the gold to end the game? Magyar Hussar streaming in. Cav Archers trying to get some shots. Ani's coming in to get some shots on these Cav Archers. Oh, there's the rest of the Cav Archers. I knew you had more. Classic Hazzy. Popping out of the castle at the last second. Taking some Ani shots on the chin, though. That castle's taking a bounding. Hazzy is out of stone. He does have people on stone right now. It's just running low. And castle down for Hazzy. He does have another castle up, but he is going to be pushed off this goal once Maldhar moves these Trebs forward. All the Anis finally go down for the Mongols. And now we got Cav Archer coming in for a banger of a fight. Hazzy with the bigger army numbers. Cav Archer for the Magyars shredding right now. Not enough Mangadai. Magyar Hussar streaming in. And Maldhar is going to get pushed off the spot. And Hazzy holds the corner to hold his 1 gold pile. Maldhar, in the meantime, though, pretty much soaked up the rest of the gold and is sitting on 4k gold right now. So once these onagers start coming in, see if they can get some shots. Yeah, Hazzy tried to close the gap immediately and get on this gold pile, but Maldhar with enough gold in reserve to immediately pop out Anis and start firing back again. Alright, Maldhar recoups his army pretty quick. And Hazzy still can't get to this other gold pile yet safely. I mean, he was able to knock down all the onager numbers, but Maldhar immediately replenishes the Anis. And this is kind of why I said I don't mind the Mongols here, because as long as you can secure the gold, Magyar ain't got nothing for this. Ooh, excellent shot by Maldhar. Hazzy's in a world of hurt. Trying to castle up and get this last bit of gold here. Took all of his villagers off gold to get it. I mean, Hazzy is still sitting on about 2,300 worth of gold right now, so he's not doing too bad in that department. Tons of farmers. But Maldhar with tons of army and a bunch of Mangadai waiting in the cut. 44 Mangadai. Hazzy's just kind of streaming in Hussar one at a time right here to run and pick off these onagers, but that's just not going to be enough to get past this Mangadai. I don't see any Trebs or Rams moving forward, just an army. This is kind of what happened last game, where Maldhar is in position to knock down these castles, but I don't see any Trebs or any Rams getting produced right now. Ah, finally some Trebs in the queue. In the meantime, see if Maldhar can get some Ani shots on these CA. Finally, raids coming into the other side, but not that much. Hazzy needs more Hussar numbers if he really wants to be effective with these Hussar. He is sitting on 70 army, so it's not like he doesn't have anything. But I think most of that's CA right now, which just is going to struggle against these onagers. He's testing to see how many bills he has on wood. Yeah, he's just waypointing his Hussar into the Mangadai and just getting sniped down immediately. I think this is going to be a concern for Maldhar. He's eventually going to take this wood. Being the Mongols, you need the wood. And Ani shots coming in. Oh! Finally a Treb up to the front line. Getting rode by its own horse. Yeah, he's got 4.7 cold in the bank to kill Hazzy. He's just got to go do it. Lots of relics on the map. The relic count is Hazzy 8-2 right now. So while Maldhar's been sitting on all this gold, Hazzy's sitting on 6,300 worth of gold right now. And Hazzy just can't seem to get to the onagers of Maldhar. Although Maldhar is only down to 5 right now. Here comes one lonely Treb. And the Magyar Hussar take down the Anis once again. So Hazzy's going to be able to hold his position. Start soaking up the gold. And without being able to finish that push off, I think Magyars are in a position to win this. The gold's gone. Maldhar just spent the rest of his gold replenishing his army. Finally got another Treb moving forward here. Yeah, I think Magyars are going to take this. Looked like Maldhar was in a great position, but I think Magyar Hussar are going to roam the earth now. Maldhar going camel to deal with the Magyar Hussar. Hazzy's going to get the last of this gold. And already uses a lot less of it with the Magyar. So yeah, the gold game is over. Definitely favors the Magyars in another game that's going to go 2 hours. Hazzy with the Trebs out. Knocking down the castles, which, I mean, you can knock down this castle now, but it's not protecting anything. It was protecting the gold. But I think you got to take out this part of the Mongol base. I think once you shut them off to the wood, then that's when you win. I don't think going down here is going to do much anymore. A couple farms, that's about it. I think Hazzy recognizes that. And, well, Maldhar's just going to go ahead and bring the fight over here instead. All right. Let's see what these Camel can do against these Magyar Hussar. Hazzy sitting on 76k gold. Oh my goodness. He just needs to eat his army. Maldhar is knocking on this castle. Hazzy does have plenty of stone in the bank, so he's going to be able to prepare for a while. He's got about 300 stone. Going for more stone right now as we speak. Camel's coming in, trying to get on the Cav Archer. Cav Archer on the hill. Abandon the hill. Camel numbers going down. Hazzy going to be able to replenish. Just needs to build some wood choppers now. Hazzy on 9k gold now. Magyar Hussar go down pretty easily now. Hazzy's still going to be able to keep this castle up with the stone. And here comes a gang of Trebs. Magyar looking to push back. Maldhar going to go on some raids. Nothing really much to raid over here. I mean, there's a little bit of gold left, but... Maldhar mustered up about 6 siege onager, which are going to probably get sniped down by these Hussar eventually. Treb sniped for the Mongols. So we head to the eastern part of the map. Hazzy unpacks his Trebs to knock down a mining camp. And a lumber camp. I'd say that's overkill, but got the job done. Onager's streaming in. Excellent shot on the Hussar, but doesn't kill all of them. Onager's going down to 5 Onagers. Getting in range of these Trebs. Let's see if Hazzy tries to shoot him down. More Magyar Hussar streaming in one at a time. Here comes a whole flock of them. And Maldhar going for the snipes with the Hussar on the Trebs. More Hussar raiding siege. So Hazzy needs to push this castle, but just quite can't get in close enough with these onagers here in place. Hazzy building another castle on top of this very crucial gold right here. And again, Hazzy streaming in just a couple of Magyar Hussar at a time. Just doesn't have the pop space really. I mean, he's pretty much popped out right now. Just doesn't have the pop space really to make much more Hussar. I mean, he doesn't really want to kill off his Cav Archers. He needs those to fight. Some raids coming in over here. Now I'm not sure how much they're going to do. We got a rally point issue going on here. Hazzy looking for the ultimate angle to treb down this. The onagers are going to be able to catch the trebs if they want to. There's only 3 onagers left, though. Down goes another onager. Hazzy with the Cav Archer micro and the splits. Gets one decent shot on him. Hazzy's got the gold in the bank to replace these Cav Archers all day. Ain't a thing, ain't a thing, ain't a thing. Maldhar just doesn't have any gold to replenish this army, and it's only a matter of time. I mean, he's defending as much as he can, but Hazzy's doing the same thing he did last game, where he gradually inches forward closer and closer with his castles. Trebs come in to... I think they're going to shoot the Mangadai. No, they're going to knock out the lumber camps. Hazzy must know that he has a huge gold advantage because he's just sending right now. Cav Archer continue to be replenished. Maldhar used the Mangadai to snipe down all the Trebs. And Hazzy's just streaming in units. Inches even a little bit closer with the castle. Lost all his Trebs though. He does have the resources to replenish the Trebs though. And the GG is called. Maldhar realizes that he's out of gold and Hazzy's going to have resources for days. And Keller did call it at the beginning. Magyar easy claps. So I think Maldhar was on a timer and he had to win the game when the gold was still on the map. But once the gold was gone, it was GG's. Hazzy with the W. All right. And so... Hazzy with the dub. That was Fez. Mongols, you lost. Magyars, you win. And the last map here is Terrace. Alright. I'm guessing Maldhar's going to go Turks on Terrace. I think you want a fast civ and Bulgarians are slow. And I think Hazzy might go Malians. I think we're going to see Turks Malians on Terrace. Let's see where they're at. And they are in the game on Terrace. Let's get to it. And I was completely wrong. It is Bulgarians versus the Vietnamese on Terrace. Let me load up Capture Age. Right now, it is Hazzy 3, Maldhar 1. You are now watching Tarnished Deathmatch Season 7. So, one-on-one Deathmatch League. And Age of Empires 2. And we have Hazzy as the Vietnamese in the green, trying to escape this Hussar. With Maldhar as the Bulgarians in the blue. Maldhar opening barracks and Halb to deal with these elephants that are streaming in. Hazzy looking to go Halb as well. Along with the battle elephants for the Vietnamese. Vietnamese going in early. Gonna find some Cray Post already up. Hazzy pulls back and likes to sit at the top of the hill. Nope. Streaming back in. Nope. Pulls it back. Who do you guys like in this matchup? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Major. KD. Bulgarian on Terrace seems odd because they build so slow and you want to take the middle. So Hazzy's most likely going to be able to get out Bombard Cannon here soon and be able to hold against these onagers coming out. LSD says bulb shit. A good one. Onagers moving forward for the Bulgarians. Hazzy with 70 army right now, looking to go for the reach around play. Sending in elephants to the back of Maldhar's base. He already has the middle locked up, but raids coming into the side of Maldhar's base. Onagers out of position. Halb's out of position. And Hazzy doing splits with the Rat and Archers, with 4 of them trying to take on 20 Onagers. Maldhar going to be able to react and get the Halbs in place to deal with these elephants on the side. And Hazzy has the early position, but Maldhar has a bunch of Onagers. So Bombard Cannons come out for the Vietnamese. Elephants getting sent to the southern part of the map to come in and hit Maldhar from the southwest. Maldhar's going to go ahead and keep pushing with this army that he sent to clear out the backside of his base, but it's going to be mostly Halb on Halb action right there. Let's take a look at the main fight with the siege. Vietnamese looking to get some snipes on the Onagers. So many Onagers, can't send your elephants into that. Siege Ram coming out for Maldhar. I don't know. Ooh, and the Halbs pop out to get onto the elephants. Ooh, sneaky play from Maldhar to fight his way up the hill. Onagers following in behind. Got to get some shots off. That's going to send Hazzy on the retreat. Hazzy garrisons pretty much all of his troops. Elephants coming in from the side now. Bunch of Onagers go down to Castle Fire. Elephant's going to pop out and hit on the Rams. And one castle is going to go down for Hazzy. The Elephants from the side definitely slowed the reinforcements coming up. We got two-handed swordsmen moving forward for... I don't see anything on the field that the two-handed swordsmen are going to be able to do well against. Maybe the Halb, but there's not that much Halb on the field anymore. Mostly elephant. Army's about even 70 to 70, but Hazzy has a 60 villager advantage right now. From all the side raids from Hazzy, it was difficult for Maldhar to build up. And Hazzy is going to hold the hill. Hazzy's out of food with no farms. Maldhar's out of food with no farms. Maldhar's looking to go straight siege. Maldhar's tapped out on... both players pretty much tapped out on all resources. Hazzy still has about 2k wood in the bank. But both players sent for that all-in to the middle right there. That's what you do on Terrace. You guys got to send for the all-in. Hazzy looking to make another flank move with the elephants. Nah, he's faking it. And Hazzy's going to another castle up in the middle of the hill. Secure this stone, build some more castles. And continue to try to step down the terrace. We got more rams coming in from Maldhar. I'm guessing that they're full of Halbs again. We have scorpions now for the Bulgarians. No, they're full of two-handed swordsmen. Two-handed swordsmen aren't doing too bad against these elephants. So on top of the castle that Hazzy just reconstructed. Now the rams are going to fall. The rat and archers are killing all the infantry. The elephants are holding up against the scorpion fire. Reach round, interesting choice of words. Oh, and Hazzy holds the hill, and the GG is called from Maldhar. Great series. Let's give it up for both gentlemen. Hard fought series. Maldhar getting the early victory early on, but Hazzy gets the best of it. All right, screw. Let's just get out of it. But Hazzy gets the best of it to finish it off. And so Hazzy with the 4-1 victory over Maldhar. Give it up for both contestants today. Thank you for everybody that tuned into Greek TV to catch Hazzy versus Maldhar in the D1 Tarnished Deathmatch action. I don't know. I think, is there any other sets going on right now? Let's take a look at Twitch right now. It wasn't Lucky Charms about to cast somebody. Let's see, man. I don't think anything else is going on right now. All right, let's send people to cast with them. All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'm going to send you over to Casva. He's a cool dude. See ya. GG's.